Then what did you learn last time?
Role of Nepal in World War
Role of
First.
World War First. So, can you tell what was the role of Nepal in World War First?
Nepal provided troops in World War.
Yeah. How many troops were provided by Nepal? Hmm?
1400.
1400. Okay, anyway, let me come to here. I think you forgot Dipsona. What is Dipsona? Dipsonagiri.
Yes, sir.
Could you tell what are the role of Nepal during World War First?
So Nepal sent 7,500 Nepalese troops under the command of Bob Samset on behalf of British government.
Yeah,
At
on
the
behalf
same
of
time,
British
Nepal
government. Okay.
provided £1 million to British as support in the war, and many
Okay.
Nepalese
Thank you. Thank you very
soldiers.
much. Thank you very much. Let me come to Erika. Erika Kharka.
सर म लास्ट क्लासमा थिइनँ
Okay. Okay. Anyway, then Mr. Sandesh Total.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. So can you tell us who was the first to get the Victoria Cross in World War First?
Victory.
Yeah,
I
Victoria Cross.
think I
You
was
forgot. Okay, okay. Saurabh
Yes, sir.
Kafle. Can you tell your friends this class who was the first to get the or receive Victoria Cross from the British government during World War
Sir,
First? Forgot. So did you remember the war that which was the deadliest Nepal fought against the German soldiers,
World
Turkish
War One.
soldiers, World War First? Which area? Turkey. Okay, don't forget that is called now Balkan area. Okay. So if you understand this, let me come to the next chapter today. I'm just connecting. Okay. World War First and World War Second has some kind of connection. So today we are heading to our the the second chapter. Okay, that is World War Second. Okay. So in World War Second, what happened and how it happened? Causes, consequences, major events, role of Nepal. But first of all, we will start from the World War Second. Wait a minute. Here is, as you can see, World War Second. The major characteristics: first person, second, third, fourth. These are the four figures which actually caused World War Second, and you know them. This person is from Russia. Can anyone tell the name? Joseph Stalin. Okay. This is from Germany. The famous personality, that is Hitler. This person from Italy, the famous person known as the Mussolini. And this is from obviously Japan, that is Hideki Tojo. All these four figures were the army personnel, army chief, rulers of those respective countries. So you can say the World War Second was, caused because of again the major. Last time I told you it is very simple to understand. Four causes. That is main. M. Wait a minute. M for militarism. Yes. A for alliance. I for imperialism. Okay. And N for nationalism. So the root cause of the World War II was also militarism, alliance, imperialism, and nationalism in short. We are going to discuss about all these, okay, one by one. Like militarism means giving importance to the army personnel. More weapons were produced. All these nations, Russia, Germany, Italy, or Japan, they were producing large amount of weapons, and weapons were definitely for war. And they said, weapons are for protection, but actually protection of whom? Protection of one country means destruction of another country. So that was the, you can say one of the root cause, that is militarism. And second is alliance, that is they had certain group. For example, this person, German's Chancellor Hitler, this Japanese Prime Minister, or you can say Commander in Chief Hideki Tojo, and Mr. Mussolini from Italy. They had one alliance. Don't. This is known as. Let me write here. They made one alliance known as, okay, Rome, Berlin, and Tokyo, or Rome, Tokyo, Berlin axis. Rome, that is Italy. Berlin, that is German area, capital city. Tokyo, capital city of Japan. They had one alliance. Russia was in different area, okay, and that is France and UK, their group. So because of this group, two group, one group and another group, the war was started, World War II. So we'll discuss about this. I'm just giving you introduction. So first of all, let's look at causes of World War II. As I already mentioned, MAIN, main. If you summarize these 4 points, if you understand these, then you can understand all the background that is given here in this slide. So some people can directly say because of Hitler, because of Mussolini, this person, or because of the Hideko Tojo, the Japanese, World War II started. Actually, World War II did not start by their own personality or characteristic. The situation led them to. Okay, that means what I'm saying here is situation. So what are the situation? What kind of situation was there? Situation after World War I. So if you understand this, you understand everything. What are the situation after World War I? The Treaty of Versailles, which ended World War I, is the chief cause of World War II. That is, World War I was the root cause of World War II. And root cause of World War II, you can see the Treaty of Versailles, because Treaty of Versailles was the conclusion, yeah, ending point of the World War I. How? In Treaty of Versailles, now all of you pay attention over this one, Treaty of Versailles. It was signed one-sided. It was made one-sided. It was one-sided document actually. Germany or the central powers, you can say these two people, and next one, the Austria, they were known as central powers during World War I. They had no chance to provide their opinion about what kind of rules and regulation to be formulated for them or for France or UK or US. So they were humiliated. You can say Germany was totally humiliated during World War I. And those, because of the humiliation, they took revenge. So this is one kind of, World War II is like a revenge episode. Same like, this Hollywood or Bollywood movie style. One person, one actor was totally humiliated, defeated in the first episode, and second episode, what happened? The person take the revenge from the villain or the hero. That kind of, situation. So this is because of the Treaty of Versailles, which was one-sided, humiliated, humiliation for the Germany. So other causes of World War II, we can say Germany was poor and humiliated. The worldwide depression made life bad for everyone, and because of these, people gave blind support to the dictatorial rules or dictators. For example, worldwide depression gave way for rise of dictators. Rise of dictators. And dictators mean those who could dictate economy, society, culture, even army, police, industry, agriculture, family life, and so on. Those kind of dictators were given position after World War I because they promised the people to regain the, to regain the glory. Like glory of who? You can say Germany, glory of Italy, glory of, you can say, Japan. And don't forget these three nations, Japan, Italy, Germany. Japan, Italy, Germany. These three countries were actually loser in First World War, and they wanted to regain, gain the power, glory that they lost after World War I. That's the root cause, because it was caused back supported by the worldwide depression. Means the industry, agriculture was totally doomed. The production was totally stopped. There was widespread poverty, unemployment. Like one estimation was there, more than 300%, unemployment was in Europe at that time. Means most of the young people were unemployed. Those who had job were also having sustenance life, no better life. So to solve the those kind of problems, dictators came into politics. Then they gave promise to people that we are going to regain the glory of those bad situations, regain the glory of the past, and people supported them blindly. That's how Italy, Germany, and Russia turned to fascist leaders. How? That is fascist leaders in major three nations. Those were, you all know, Hitler, that Mussolini, and the Japanese, Hideki Tojo, that is, or Japanese Empire. So all they became fascist. And what is fascist means? Simply this means that they control everything, even they dominate the opposition party, a party or the government run by some group of people who have actually no policy of development of people, but actually ruling over the people. That kind of emperors or the rulers came into power in Italy, Germany, and Russia, and ultimately they promised to restore national wealth and pride, that you can say glorious past, and people supported them without any questions. So ultimately what happened? As people were instigating those leaders, like Hitler became overconfident, Mussolini became also, you can say, over ambitious. Tozo also became over ambitious to be the dawn of this Pacific Ocean. Japan wanted to rule all over in Pacific Ocean, including Japan, Philippines, or the Java, Sumatra Island, or East Indies, this Pacific region, and they started competing with US, while Mussolini in Italy was competing with other nations like Serbia, Montenegro, and many other leaders. Then Hitler was competing with France, especially, and after France, UK. Then along with the France came other nations like Belgium, Netherlands, even the Denmark. So in this way, all these new scenario totally changed the period of 1920 to 19, right here, that is 1920 to 1930. That is 10-year time or decade. Within 10 years, after League of Nations was formed, after World War First in 1919, after Paris Conference known as the Treaty of Versailles, they had promised to stop the war, but League of Nations became failure. So you can say another root cause of World War. Wait a minute, let me clear this. So another cause was the League of Nations became failure. Before heading toward the further slide, let me write here. League of Nations failed. Failed for what? Failed to stop, those fascists. Who were fascists? Like Hitler, or you can say simply three nations. That is three nations. That is Japan, Italy, and Germany. In simple, you can say JIG. Okay, JIG, jig, and those nations made the old zigzag. So simple formula you can make. That is JIG, 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 zigzag. Japan, Italy, Germany made the old zigzag. Okay, unstable. As League of Nations, divided and weak government in Germany, chaos in the streets. So in 1933, after 10 years time, Hitler came into power in Germany, and he promised the people to regain the glory, the revenge that they were humiliated during the World War First, the land they lost to the France, like Alsace and Lorraine, or those humiliation as the many young people were raped, killed by the British or French soldiers. So people blindly supported him. And slowly, gradually, this person, you can say Halton Dash, the von Hindenburg, president of Germany after 1920 was the central power after his death. Hitler became the central of power. He was chancellor, same like prime minister, and he started making more weapons, more armies, and he started breaching the laws of the League of Nations. Okay, League of Nations could not stop this person. And another interesting thing is, okay, we'll talk about this. Hitler becomes the Führer when Hindenburg died. Means in Germany, Hitler became the all-in-all powerful, like a godfather, the Führer, the Messiah, the salvation of the German people. That is the German Janta ko Mukti Data. That is the term they use. Führer, like a godfather. Like we can say the Führer was used for the Hindenburg. Führer was used for the William Kaiser, the king of Germany. You all know in World War I, king lost those powers. Germany became republic. Then party started ruling in Germany. But the party leader like the Hitler became as a charismatic leader, Chamatkaric Neta, and got this post again, the Führer. People started calling him like a godfather, okay, the ruler or emperor, that kind of term. After Hindenburg dies, Hindenburg was president, don't forget, okay, and president was powerful at that time. But all the power was, you can say, usurped, captured by Hitler. And for this, he got a lot of political, you can say, game plan. Don't forget, not so easy. So you can see, let me again repeat, as many countries were giving priority over military force, militarism, as many countries were giving more priority on the nationalistic feeling, known as the fanatic nationalism, as more, countries were giving priority over the dictatorial rule, dictatorship, or you can say rise of dictators, all the scenario was changed, and as if that the parties were like the army barrack. You can see German Socialist Workers Party, the Nazis, or midnight parade. In midnight, you can say armies are having parade, and all these armies were included member of Socialist Party of Germany. So you can see all the nations were, look like the army camp, army barrack. Germany was like one army barrack, France another army barrack, army camp, or Italy another army camp, same like that situation. So I had already told you in the first introduction, MAIN. Root cause are always militarism, imperialism, as they were competing for the emperor, power, as they were competing for the colony, so that they could capture more land for more resources and develop their industries and develop or improve their trade and business. All they started competition, and that competition became the competition of weapons and war, and that's how World War First started. That's how World War Second also began. Same way, okay, but the context was different. In the First World War, the war was fought by kings. In the World War Second, war was fought by leaders, either by prime minister, president, or the party leaders. Now let's see Europe on the brink of war. So I had told you some of the root causes: rise of dictators, military forces were given priority, or you can say the fascist dictators came into power, or you can say the colonial rule was not ended. Yes, and most importantly, another one was the economic depression, worldwide economic depression, as more people were poor. Hunger was striking industries, and the agricultural production was very doomed. So leaders gave promise, and those promises were easily accepted by the gullible people. People were so easy to be, gullible at that time. So let's look at Europe on the brink of war. In 1934, Adolf Hitler announced a program of rearming Germany, which was a violation of the Treaty of Versailles. Means German Chancellor Adolf Hitler wanted to breach the Treaty of Versailles. उनलाई Treaty of Versailles कुनै मतलब भएन. Second, in Italy, Benito Mussolini was also building a powerful military force. I already told you all the countries were, turning into a army barrack. There was parade, there was firing, rehearsal of the war. Many American adults belonged to peace organization and were determined never again to enter a foreign war. But ultimately, you all know America joined the World War II as Japan attacked them. on Pearl Harbor, 1941, September. Okay. Now here are some of the facts. World War II facts. So let me again repeat what I just mentioned. The major causes. Number one, you can say economic hardship, or you can say worldwide depression. First, second, rise of dictators. Yeah. Third, failure of League of Nations. Failure of League of Nation. Fourth, another is important. I think you all forgot, that is fanatic nationalism. Fanatic. Another cause, we'll discuss about this. Okay, that is propaganda. Propaganda by media. Six, you can see immediate cause. Immediate cause. Seven, Spanish Civil War. During our discussion, we had discussed economic hardship, how people were suffering, and what kind of promise the leader gave. How the rise of dictators was another root cause, like the Hitler, Mussolini, and Stalin. Failure of League Nation, that League of Nations was not able to stop the powerful countries, those were breaching. Fanatic nationalism, that is the countries were dominating other country by their nationalistic feeling. They were saying that our country is great and other countries are not great. We are the greatest people and other people are nothing. Propaganda means we'll talk about this. We have not discussed this. Immediate because we have not discussed this. Spanish Civil War, we have not discussed this. Okay, later on we'll discuss. So World War II, or the Second World War, was a worldwide conflict which lasted from 1939 to 1945. That is for 6 years time. This war was continued. This global conflict split a majority of the whole nation into two opposing camps. One was the Allies and the Axis. That is, you can see the Allies versus Axis groupism, or you can see groupism was another root cause. Okay. Next one is spanning much of the globe. World War II resulted in the deaths of over 60 million people. Means more than 60 million people were killed directly during World War II, making it the deadliest conflict in human. So World War II was the most widespread war ever experienced, mobilizing over 100 million soldiers from 61 nations. Means at that time, directly or indirectly, more than 61 nations were involved during the World War II for 6 years. As a result of World War II, the United States and Soviet Union emerged as the world's two leading superpowers. Means League of Nations collapsed, we got the United Nations. After World War II, United States America and the Soviet Union in Russia emerged as the world supreme powerful country and dominating the world stage for the next 40 years. And right now you can see America is still dominating, and Russia is also one of the dominant country after World War II, 1945. Don't forget, we are right now in 2020. Yes, so these are some of the facts. Now here is one of the cause of the World War II, the groupism, or the Axis versus Alliance. The triple axis was Germany, led by Hitler; Italy, led by Mussolini; Japan by Hideki Tojo. They were the Axis front. And the Allies, that included Winston Churchill, that is Great Britain, led by Winston Churchill, Prime Minister of UK; Franklin D. Roosevelt, later on USA; at first France, that is the Charles de Gaulle, French Prime Minister; and Russia, Joseph Stalin. You can say the Allies, USA joined the war in 1941 only. Before this, USA was just passive in the war, but they were having some kind of business. They were selling weapons, logistic goods to the European nations, so that they could win the war against Germany. Okay, USSR, China, Great Britain, and France, they were in one group, the Allies. China was in this group because China was fighting against the Japan. Japanese were always dominating Chinese. And at that time, China was led by the army chief, Chiang Kai-shek. I think you know about this person. So these two type of group, allies and Axis, they became hostile to each other. They were suspicious to the activities to other nations. They were trying to dominate other nations. As their motto, their political parties, their government system was totally different. But only one, commonalities. That was they wanted to capture more resources. Listen, they wanted to capture more resources. Resources for what? Resources for industry. As you all know, these nations all were leading toward the apex of the development by industries. And for industry, they needed raw materials. For raw materials, they needed some resources, and those resources were not found in their own native country. They wanted to have the diverse type of production because they wanted to dominate market. So here is the link. I already mentioned colony, emperor, industry, army. So as a situation led them, they had to act, and they acted, and ultimately the war started. Now one thing is here common. Some people say war started because of the mentality of the Hitler, but not only mentality of Hitler. Situation led them. That situation was not negated by them. The situation forced them to either surrender or wage for war. So ultimately they wage for the war. Okay, so they risk the life of millions for the risk of nationality, risk of, you can say, industry, risk of, you can say, the groupism. Okay, let me stop here. Now further how it went on, we'll talk about this in next session, next class. So right now let me get your questions or confusion. Any questions or confusion about the causes? First of all, I told you two aspects of the causes. Okay, don't forget. In a simple way, you can say MAIN, main. Okay, militarism, alliance, imperialism, and fanatic nationalism. But in a larger way, in detail, you have to understand the context. Context was World War First. Because of World War First, World War Second, determined. It was caused. And I told you about some of the background. So don't forget this. And if you need the materials that I have, you can check on the Google Classroom. Okay, I'll provide you there, and short assignment will be uploaded in the Google Classroom. Go there and just answer online. Okay, no need to write in page, just online and submit. There is one button called submit. You just submit. Same like you are opening account in the Facebook or the Google account. Same like that. Okay, if you have any question, last time 1 minute. Sanjivani, no question? No question, Sanjivani? Okay. Subham.
No, sir.
Mr. Subham. Oh, handsome Boro.
Yes, sir.
Any questions? Any confusion?
No, sir.
Okay, then that's all. And sayonara for today. Bye bye. Take care, and let's see next week or maybe next class.